The best advice that was given to me, well, two things. I'm going to do two, if that's okay. They're both from my parents. The first one, my dad always said, pray about it. If I lost something, or if I'm going through something, anything that's happening, if I go to him and I say, Dad, I lost this, or Dad, I'm doing this, what should I do? And my dad would always say, have you prayed about it? I was like, oh, no, I haven't. So that is one of the best things that I've learned, is to always pray about it first. And the Lord will just guide you and show you what you need to do. And number two, the second advice that I've been given is always be kind, because you never know what the other person is going through. You never know what their life is like before they have come to you. So always be kind. So pray about it and always be kind.
So one piece of wisdom that I got as a young age that I was told was to never throw your bright colored clothes, especially if they're new, never throw them into the laundry with white clothes. And I never thought anything of it growing up, because I never really washed my clothes when I was living at home. But then when I moved out, I learned the hard way and threw in a new red shirt in with everything else, mostly light and white colored clothes, and everything came out with a hint of red in it. So yeah, that's a piece of wisdom that I still follow today.
One of the things I was told that I use over and over again is that 90% of your ideas are bad ideas. And I'm an ideas guy, so I'm always coming up with ideas, but to remember, hey, those ideas, many of them are bad ideas. That kind of led into that, hey, remember, your perspective is often wrong. Matter of fact, most of the time, it's wrong. So you need to listen and re-listen, ask more questions. I think somebody said it this way, man. First, seek to understand, or seek to understand first. And I found that to be terrific in terms of don't act on what you think is right. First, listen, ask more questions.
One of the best pieces of advice I've ever received was to always be ready so I don't have to get ready. And in context, it was from a former voice coach who wanted me to have a repertoire of songs just in case an audition came up. But thinking about it as an adult, if I spend my time with God and I study His Word, I can already be ready and equipped with truth if ever I'm in crisis or if ever I have to go to battle. So I think it's great advice, not just for singing, but also for life.
So one of the best pieces of advice I got as a new mom was when changing a diaper on a gentleman baby, before you take the wet diaper off, put a wet wipe on his lower belly before you are ready to fully change, because that will release certain liquids and will hopefully avoid missile urination later. Trust me, parents, it's about 95% effective.
So what's one piece of wisdom that I could share with all of you today? I think it would be that life is not determined by what you want, but by the choices that you make. Somehow we feel that we can divorce those outcomes from our choices, but that's simply not true. And what we end up with in our lives is largely based on our choices.